Welcome back to cat vlog number 6. I honestly thought like the cat vlog chronicles were done. I did not think that this was gonna happen, but it did. So if you've watched all of them so far, congrats, thank you for making it that far, but I guess the cat chronicles are not over. So the last video you saw, my cats got stuck. They got stuck in the ceiling. And I was going to do like an update. I don't have Franklin anymore. I gave him to my brother. And I'm happy because he can stay in the family, but it was just very clear that I couldn't break up Mavro and Odin, so I have kept Mavro and Odin, they're mine. It's still kind of nice because I can go visit Franklin and my brother can visit my cats, and sometimes we have a play date. Brings me to this video. So I had scheduled a vet appointment for my cats and I decided, you know what, I might as well just pick up Franklin, my brother's cat, and just do all 3 of them together. So I decided that I was gonna pick up Franklin the night before, just so that when I go to the vet appointment, I already have him with the other cats and I can just easily go.
Hi, Frankie. You're so grumpy. Huh? You remember me?
You resting bitch face.
He's very introverted. He likes to play by himself. He's not very social. He is like a very like quiet cat, and he's very active at nighttime, I guess. He's also bigger out of, like, he was the biggest cat out of the whole litter, which is crazy because they were all born at the same time, but he looks noticeably bigger. His personality is totally different from the other 2. So I went and I picked him up for my brothers. I brought him home. He stayed for a night. He basically slept like down in the basement corner by himself. He did hang out in the kitchen a little bit. He's got his favorite spot up on the counter by the window, so I thought that was good.
Look at Mr. Grumpy. His bum's nice and warm in the sun. Yeah? You're so grumpy. Grump. He's hiding from the other cats.
So then I took all 3 of them with me in my car to the vets, and that was the first time Franklin and Odin had been to a vet, whereas Mavro, I had brought him once for a checkup to get the tick removed.
Okay, going on a road trip with my 3 boys. So unexcited. These guys are curious. Right, Mavro? Mavro. Hi, buddy. Odin. Frankie.
They were all really good in the car ride. No one was crying. When I got to the vets, Mavro was like whining a bit, but that's just because he's very vocal and, you know, he wasn't like crying, like wailing. He was just like voicing his distaste for the adventure outside of the house. Once when we got into the vet room, we waited for a while.
Yeah, Mavro over there, he was crying a little bit. And we have Franklin over here. Very grumpy. And we have Odin. He wants to be in Mommy's arms. He's doing okay though.
They all had a really good physical exam and they all got their first round of rabies shots. So this is where the turn of events happened. I was planning on bringing Franklin back to my brother's, so I did. And while I was there, I actually got like a call or a message from a friend like, hey, do you wanna go out of town to this last minute concert? We have 1 spot left in our car. The vet had told me I needed to monitor the cats for at least 6 hours in case of an allergic reaction. And I just couldn't help but thinking, like, if I bring my cats home and they have a reaction and I'm not there and I come home at night after the concert and find like my cat, like easily something I could have prevented just by not going, that would haunt me. So I asked my brother, hey, you know, I watched your cat last night. Do you mind cat sitting mine for tonight, and then I'll come back tomorrow and pick up my cats? And he was like, yeah, sure, no problem. So I left them there. That was the first time they'd ever been to my brother's house. The next day I messaged my brother, hey, how are the cats? And he goes, oh yeah, I could hear them like playing all night. Like it sounded like they had fun. But he woke up early for work, so he only saw Odin and Franklin in the morning and he couldn't find Mavro. So I just thought, you know, maybe Mavro's hiding or he's like curious and discovering new places. Later in the day, my brother texts me and he says that he can't find my cats in his house. Like they're just nowhere to be found. what? So then I'm like, okay, well, as long as they're in the house, like they gotta come out wherever they're hiding. So then I come over and, you know, I had plans that night and my plans got ruined because I went over and we could not find my cat. So we started searching around the house in circles. I think at least 6 times we checked under the couches, under each bed. Like he had closed doors off to bedrooms. We made sure that there wasn't any weird crevice that they could get into. They couldn't get into the attic. They couldn't get into the basement or the garage. I checked under every piece of furniture. At this point, it was getting so ridiculous. We were checking like the oven, the fridge, like, because we were running out of places to check, but we were dumbfounded. I could not find them. So then we sat and we chilled for a bit and I just thought maybe they'll just come out when it's quiet, and they didn't come out. And I was like, okay, you know what? They gotta be around here somewhere. I can't keep stressing when I can't find them when I know that they're in the house. And I just told my brother, like, I'm not happy, but like they gotta be in here. So just call me or text me if you hear something. If you see them, grab them, throw them in the cat room, and then I'll come and I'll scoop them up. So then I went out to a friend's house and my brother sends me this video from his like camera footage of his front porch, and it's a cat that looks just like Mavro walking across his front porch, like by his door. The only thing that was different, if you really look, is like the paws look white and the rest of the cat is black, but it did snow that night. Oh my god, that is Mavro. And so he sends that video to me and then he calls me and he goes, oh my god, I think they got out of the house. And I'm like, if Mavro's out of the house, then so is Odin, because they go together everywhere. But why is Marius's cat, Franklin, still in the house, but my cats are outside? That makes no sense. So now my head hurts, but also I'm not even trying to make sense of it at this point. I'm just in pure panic mode. So I run back to my brother's house and now we're frantically like trying to figure this out. So I'm walking around in circles outside of his property. The other thing that's weird is the cats come when I call to them. If I say their name, they come. Like they know their names. They're very motivated by treats. So I brought their treats. I was shaking the bag. They also love like the sound of plastic bags. Same with bedtime. Odin loves bedtime. So I'll scream Odin bedtime and he runs. So I'm screaming all these things and nobody's coming, and it was snowing out. And so we set out some traps outside after searching for a while. I did see some footprints outside, but I know that there's also neighborhood cats out there already. So now I'm like, did they get into a fight with these other cats? Are they hiding? It's snowing out. Maybe they're just trying to keep warm somewhere. We started setting up the traps again, sitting there and we're waiting. My brother and I are playing Mario Kart, trying to pass the time, trying to like keep me healthily distracted. In between like a game of Mario Kart, the room gets quiet and we both hear like a scratching sound, and we both look at each other and we look up instinctively. And we start to think like, oh my god, are they in the attic? Like this is so stupid. Then we go into a closet, we pull everything out, open up the opening to the attic, we get a ladder, we're going in, we're checking, and there's nothing in there. Like if we have to go through all of that to get to the attic, how would the cats even, I don't know. There's no way the cats were up there. So we checked and of course they weren't up there. After another hour of sitting there, I was like, I just need to go home, whether they're outside or not. Like I don't know where they are. We have the security camera, we have the traps and the food set up. If they come, they come. Like what else can I do at this point? So I go home and I'm pretty much like very defeated. As soon as I got home, I saw like their food bowl right by the door and I just like had a breakdown. And then about 45 minutes, an hour goes by and my brother calls me and says he found Mavro. He was inside his subwoofer in his living room and he was getting ready to take the subwoofer apart because he had a feeling that Odin was also in there. And so I come racing back over and both of my cats are safe and sound. They were hiding in the speaker. I can't believe we checked everywhere except the speaker. Oh my god.
Corner and crevice in this
Oh,
house.
buddy, are you okay? I know, it's been a crazy day, huh? Oh, Mommy was worried about you. You? I bet it was all your idea, wasn't it, Mr. Mavro? Huh? It was all your idea?
He's the instigator and the hero.
Oh, buddy. Oh, yeah, he's super adventurous, this one. Yeah. We're gonna trim your nails and then we're gonna take you home, buddy.
So as you can see, they were pretty frazzled. I think the next time I do bring them over there, I would just quarantine them in the cat room, or at least now we know that that speaker, because obviously a subwoofer, the back needs to be open to let air come in and out. And I didn't realize they were small enough to fit through there. But also the sub is like pushed up against the wall. So I'm just amazed at how creative these cats are at getting into small spaces. It blows my mind. They are troublemakers. I love them to death, but they're troublemakers. So yeah, I almost lost my cat. Again, we convinced ourselves for a good like 3 hours that they got out of the house. They never got out of the house. I'm so relieved that they didn't and that they were safe. Obviously, they were more than capable of crawling out when they wanted to. They just didn't. And then I brought them home and they were very noticeably happy that they were home. As soon as I opened the cage.
Okay, come on out. Mavro. Come on, buddy. Your turn. He's like, oh, I'm home.
It took them like a half hour to get settled back into being home, being in a routine. And I could tell because when they both came to bed that night, they were both like really extra affectionate. I could tell it was like a whole 24 hours of them not being with me and, you know, going to the vet, getting their needles, and then staying at my brother's house, and then being in the subwoofer.
Odin. My money. Oh, good morning. Did you miss Mama? Huh? Huh?
So yeah, that's cat vlog 6. I almost lost my cats. Ay, 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 I'm so relieved. So yeah, that was also like a vet adventure as well. It was a rather expensive vet visit. I am seriously considering getting them chipped now, so I might do that. After all of this, it would have been handy to know, like, if they were chipped, that they were inside the perimeter of the house, or that they hadn't gone far, so that I can at least stop stressing and just let them like come out. That's that. There will be more cat vlogs in the future. Maybe I'll do the next vet visit in a month, and then I'm also going to be harness training them because I want to, you know, spring is coming and I want to take them outside on adventures. So we did kind of sort of start practicing, so maybe you will see that in the next vlog. And yeah, that's it for now. Toodaloo and meow.